HQ, requesting this zone be designated for heightened security.
Roger. Upgrading security status.
Contact! There! Bullseye!
We intercepted call for backup during your last fight. The caller's position is on your Soliton radar. You can engage if you wish. It is your choice. Here comes more of them.
Get off!
Your route through Denver has been plotted based on data culled from various security systems. I took the liberty of adding a guidance device to your chassis to ensure you do not stray too far. Handy, eh?
Raiden, what's your status?
They trashed my car. I'll have to go the rest of the way on foot.
Do you really have to do this?
Look, I'm fed up with all of it. Companies like ours, yours, bend the laws when it suits business. Why not bend it when it can save innocent lives?
Raiden.
Boris, listen to me. That VR training, they'll be warped into killing machines. They'll be set on POWs, civilians. It'll be one atrocity after another.
Like what you went through.
We can't have any more Jack the Rippers. You saw what happened with George. I'm doing this, Boris. I have to. I can't save those kids from becoming cyborgs, but I can stop them from becoming murderers.
Say you succeed. Say you get all the brains back. Then what?
Just so happens I know un great cybernetic surgeon.
Doctor. But he cannot.
You won't change my mind, Boris. This is my fight now.
And your wife and son? What of them?
They're in New Zealand. Safe. Rose would understand why I have to do this.
All right, damn you. You do realize Marshall has the contract for law enforcement throughout the city. They are the law in Denver.
Yeah, we've met.
Well then. Officially, Maverick Incorporated condemns you and your actions as unlawful. And a pain in the asshole. Now, increase your codec encryption. Do not worry about the lag.
And unofficially?
I'll do all I can over the codec to help. I do not like what those Mudaki are doing any more than you.
Spasiba, Tavarish. Spasiba.
Yes, Tovarich.
find an elevator inside that office. Use it to reach the roof. Traveling atop buildings will minimize enemy encounters.
Bullseye! I'll still kick your
Doc, what's your status?
I am reviewing the pre-flight checklist now. I have hired contractors to handle shipping the brain units. We should be airborne in just a few minutes.
You sure you can pilot that chopper by yourself?
Raiden, of course. Need I remind you that we live in the golden age of unmanned flight? Even manned helicopters possess a robust semi-automatic mode. It is simple, really. So simple that I can continue to monitor your status and world marshal security from the pilot seat. I must say, for the world's largest PMC, their security procedures are quite poor. Quite poor. Sadly, I did not have the necessary permissions to override their plans. Nevertheless, the data I did find should prove most useful. So please, do feel free to contact me whenever you like.
Appreciate it, Doc.
Well, it's not every day one has the chance to collect so many brains. Think of the data, the research. Oh, and of course, your personal safety was a concern as well.
Your earlier actions were reckless, Raiden. Not to mention the damage to a perfectly good car.
I knew the risks when I decided to go through with this. Besides, the car was mine. Maverick sold it to me. It's not meant for private use. It was made for ops like this.
Regardless, your approach has proven most antagonistic. You are now a criminal, a public enemy, a police-killing vigilante. Even if your actions reveal World Marshal's designs, you will be unable to avoid legal punishment.
Probably not. But that's a price I'll have to pay. I gotta stop that VR program and get those kids back. I sealed my fate the second I attacked George.
But George is not dead. In fact, he has obtained an even more versatile body than his previous one.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about me. I was a child soldier in Liberia, like Miss Trawl said. I was a mentally deranged child. People feared me, called me Jack the Ripper.
A result of the so-called Sears program.
I thought I'd left it all in the past. But just like that, Jack came roaring back.
This is why you are so driven to terminate the VR training. I understand. I will continue to cooperate.
Copy that.
I am setting goal markers on your Soliton radar. Use them to follow me through this area.
Good boy.
I will ignore the condescension and take that as a compliment. You are welcome.
I trust you do not mind my telling George about you, Raiden.
Could have done without that, Doc. He didn't need to know I was here.
Well, there was no reason to conceal that from him. My intention was not to impugn you. He has a right to know. It's not as if he can simply fly over there and meddle in your affairs.
It's throwing off my emotional balance, Doc. Things like that can negatively impact the mission, you know?
However do you mean? You did the right thing, did you not? There's nothing to be ashamed of. George has the best body we can give him right now. And the rest of the children are also safe. And quite content too, I should add. It was your quick decision-making that saves them, Raiden. George's body will require regular maintenance, not to mention a replacement upon reaching adult age. But the expense is more than worth it.
You planning on signing him up with a PMC? Because that's the only job we're good for, far as I can tell.
Oh, you are quite mistaken there. Just consider it. The power of a machine matched with the nimbleness and creativity of a human. The construction and public works possibilities alone are endless. I saw a news piece on German TV just the other day about a cyborg plumber, in fact. Let's not forget about elder care either. One needs great strength to bathe and care for the bedridden. But it's also very delicate work, if you follow. Not the sort of thing you'd leave to a machine.
Sounds great. So long as we don't start replacing the old folks' bodies too, just because they're old.
A valid concern, yes. I recall reading a comic like that once. An old farmer created a cybernetic body to fight evil military scientists and so on.
Yeah. But can't George do anything besides physical labor, though?
Oh, he has every right to choose another path. If he opts not to take advantage of his body's physical strength, he's free to pursue academia instead. His body provides a completely ideal chemical environment for his brain, after all. I can certainly see how that would prove handy in the realm of higher education. The only problem would be how to cover the costs. The issue of student loan debt in the US is thorny enough already, even for normal students.
Yeah. All this stuff's not just George's problem, though. All the other brains I'm gonna rescue will have to deal with it, too. Giving them bodies won't be the end of their problems. It'll be the beginning.
Indeed. On a happier note, though, excellent work in bringing George's lower body back. Now he'll very likely be able to produce children in the future. Bravo!
Jesus, Raiden, this is a little over the top. I mean, I've seen you pull some shit before, but this,
You should know me better than that by now, Kev.
I thought I did. Look, I know there's no legal way to stop World Marshal, but there has got to be an alternative to going on a rampage smack dab in the center of Denver.
No alternatives, Kev. I'm getting those kids out.
Raiden, that VR training, it's like what you did in Liberia?
Judging by what Sundowner said in Mexico, yeah. That scientist called it the Sears program.
After ex-President George Sears, a.k.a. Solidus Snake.
Yep. Ironic that kid shares his name. Solidus trained child soldiers in Liberia while working as a CIA paramilitary. It's not a happy memory. All the drugs, the non-stop violence, it destroyed my sense of judgment completely. I was made to kill soldiers, POWs, civilians.
Raiden.
The next thing I know, Jack's back. I thought it was all in the past, but there I am, attacking a child.
You didn't have any other choice. Other kids would have died.
That's not the problem. I lost my cool back there. All I could do was think how much I wanted that guy dead.
A lot of us would have done the same.
Even if it meant killing George.
He's not dead, though. Actually, he really digs his new body.
Either way, I'm shutting this program down. Maybe they've got it better than me. They don't actually have to kill anyone in reality. But they're still going through the motions, having it pumped straight into their senses, just like real life.
All right. Just give me a call if there's anything I can do.
Sure. Raiden out. So let me get this straight. All law enforcement in Denver's been subcontracted out to World Marshal?
Pretty much. It's part of Colorado's small government. Detroit was kind of the pioneer there. Armstrong spearheaded the idea, of course, back when he was still in the state.
No, but the police force isn't all cyborg.
Nah. No way any. Most of them are unmodified. New recruits or veterans from the old days. They handle most of the basic police work. Most cyborgs are part of the SWAT unit. They're sent out to handle riots,
Makes sense.
They're given separate roles in the force. Some of the combat specialists are ex-US Army. A lot of them undergo the cyborg operation just to get...
That kind of thing must go over
You know it. A lot of folks wanted a blanket ban on hiring immigrants for They get a bad rep for those helmets, too. Can't see their face. The way the police see it, they need more cyborgs on...
Hope they have enough cyborgs to...
I heard what happened, Raiden. I don't know if I can offer much help, but at least I'm still here.
Thanks. If things get
If worse comes to worse, I'll do it. But we're on an encrypted line, so we should... Did you want to save? By the way, what did Boris mean when he said those brains were for...
They're not just spare parts. Legally, they have human rights. They just don't have... They aren't covered under the Arms Trade Treaty. They can even be legal...
Adopted? They're brains.
Not as the law sees it. These are street kids, after all. Most of them have no... Local mobs gather these kids up.
So you're saying Desperado didn't actually buy those kids?
They're not stupid. The basic idea is that the Mafia has these orphaned kids, and Desperado pulled their brains. Now they need treatment. So the Mafia sends them to the medical facility to get them...
A world marshal.
One that only exists on... Once the brains cross the border, next stop, the plan is to put them into factory bodies and assemble the...
Pretty convoluted.
If there's a silver lining to all this, it's that the first brains only ship. You can speed up the VR training process for AIs, but not with humans.
Thank God.
That training, though.
Once you get those brains back...
I still gotta discuss that. He's still got the brains from Mexico, but the human rights group wouldn't...
Yeah, that's what... I can understand the NGO's position, but these kids... They're...
I know. We don't have nearly enough cyborg bodies, and if we want to give them child-sized bodies, they'd have to be almost in... For now, Doc's sending virtual environment data to their brains.
Yeah, but that only works up to a point, doesn't it? Doc said he can't simulate realistic human interaction with the tech we have right now.
And they know lonely. None of them had families. That, or they, for some of them, the real world might not... You know what my childhood was like. I'd take...
Raiden.
It's a work in progress, for sure, but Doc will work something.
So, there's really no legal we couldn't leak that video of Armstrong or something?
Boris, Kevin, and I talked this over already.
I guess that's why PMC started advertising so heavily.
Yeah. PMCs don't have anything to sell to regular. It's a part of the aftermath of the Patriot...
So much...
Yeah. The Patriots are gone.
Alright, so we can't go to the news. How about up...
It'd get buried in the noise. People fabricate videos all the... But when it's bullshit the public wants to believe...
Yeah. I guess videos aren't permissible as evidence in court. Could the kids testify for us?
The only thing they know for sure is that they were tricked into coming here. No one can prove anything. The money...
So you're doing it by...
Yeah. Working for a company like this one's a crime, but I'm only after two groups here. They got...
I hear you.
Beyond that. Whatever it takes...
Raiden, can I...
Sure.
Just wondering. Why...
Well, Boris and I go way back. Our first time work... That's Colonel Gerlukovich's granddaughter. He and Boris were good friends back in the USSR.
Right. The Patriots were holding her?
Yeah. I was mainly working with the PLA, but Boris was he wasn't working pro bono, of course. But he went above and beyond.
And when Paradise Lost disbanded, he formed a new outfit and got them all work.
Most of them, anyway. Including me.
Did you ever consider another line of work?
I'm a cyborg, Courtney. What am I gonna do? Drive an ice cream truck? I can pass as normal from a distance. But up close, anyone can tell it's artificial skin. Good jobs aren't easy to come by these days. Even for non-cyborgs. And I've got... Besides, I've been fighting my whole life.
Sorry,
It's fine, Courtney. So, Courtney, you've heard my story. What about you?
Me? Well, when I was in school, there was a lot of talk about the widening gap between rich and... I figured I'd join the 1% and never have to worry about money again. Anyway, around then you started hearing all about this war economy stuff on the news.
And that changed your mind?
It wasn't just the war stuff that bothered me. After that, money wasn't such a priority anymore. I know how trite. I wasn't naive, though. I knew living in some hippie commune or going Amish, so I started looking for a career where I...
You didn't worry about working at a PMC?
Well, I wasn't going to sign up with just anybody. But not all... Some of them, sure. They'll do anything for a buck, no questions asked. That's why someone has to stand up to them. Protect the...
That's us in a nutshell. So you did your...
Honestly, it was more dumb luck. I had a friend who knew I was interested in this kind of work who...
That's right. I always forget you and Kev went to the same... Huh. Definitely not your typical...
I really am here to fix the world. I know it's a cliche...
Well, I for one... So how's it been since you joined Maverick, Courtney?
Not even close. You deal in a lot of expensive weapons and equipment that can say you catch yourself measuring lives and...
Yeah. The business side...
Messy is right. But I won't just ignore it. I can't make informed decisions without confronting the ugly...
Not an easy burden to bear.
Well, if it ever gets to be too much, I'll reconsider. But for now, I'm fine. I can handle it. What's up? No? Did you need anything else?
No. Just wanted to hear the sound.
Oh, save... What's up?